Hi, today is October 1st, 2023, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 1578 for the year, The Beauty of the Moon. I really tried to get a good picture of last night's moon. It was so beautiful, but the camera in my phone is simply not good enough to capture the beauty of the moon. I can look at a picture I took of the moon and sort of remember the beauty of the moon, but I can't really see it in the picture. The beauty of the moon last night made me wish I carried around a camera, but if I had a good camera, I probably would have left it at home and would have ended up taking the picture with my phone anyway. I hope you saw the moon last night, and if you didn't, I'm sorry that the picture that I took with my phone will give you no idea. Poem number 1579, Last Night's Moon. Last night's moon was the kind of moon that if I were a different kind of guy, I might say, I want to fuck you, moon, to the moon. But I'm more polite than that, or maybe I'm just too shy. Maybe no matter how strongly attracted I am to the moon, I'm the type of guy who would just say, do you want to have dinner, moon, or drinks or something? I'm not the type who would say, do you want to go dancing, moon, because I'm not a good dancer. Maybe I should take dancing lessons. Do you think the moon would go dancing with me if I took dancing lessons? I looked at the moon for a long time last night, but hopefully not in a gross way. I hope I didn't make the moon feel uncomfortable. I was glad to have spent part of the evening with last night's moon. I had a really nice time. Poem number 1580, My Boyfriend the Moon. My Boyfriend the Moon, for Sid Straw. Sid Straw often refers to the moon as my boyfriend the moon. Sid Straw is lucky to have such a beautiful boyfriend. Sid, can your boyfriend be my girlfriend? Does your boyfriend bat for both sides? Is your boyfriend gender fluid? Is your boyfriend the moon? Is your boyfriend the moon poly? I'm not poly, and I generally don't date the polyamorous, but I might make an exception for the moon if you would be cool with that, Sid. Poem number 1581, Good Morning October. Good morning, October. To tell you the truth, I don't really feel that exclamation point. Last month was so great, there's just no fucking way that you can be as good, October. You really have your work cut out for you, October. Of course, you might not give a fuck whether I liked you as much as September. You might be like, I'm my own month. Don't be comparing me with other months you have experienced in your sordid past. How many months have you been with anyway? To which, if I was being honest, I would have to say tomorrow will be 757 months. And October wouldn't be wrong in thinking that I am a slut for life. I want to experience as many months as I can, as long as I am healthy and relatively lucid. So maybe I am right to put that exclamation point there. Whether it turns out to be a happy new month or not, at the very least, I think I am right to greet the moon with optimism. So yes, good morning, October. To greet the month with optimism. So yes, good morning, October. Happy birthday to you. Poem number 1582, I don't want to get into it, and it's a song that I might very well mess up. Let's see what happens. I don't want to get into it, and I don't want to get out of it, and I don't want to run into it, and I don't want to run out of it. If I see it coming my way, I'll cross the street and walk on the other side. I did mess it up. Let me try again. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get out of it. I don't want to run out of it. And I don't want to run into it. If I see it coming my way, I'll cross the street and walk on the other side. I don't want to deal with it, and I am not afraid to hide. I don't want to run out of it. I don't want to run into it. I don't want to get out of it. I don't want to get into it. I don't mind all of the bruises I keep getting along the way. I am tired of making excuses, but I don't know if I believe it when I say I don't want to get out of it. I don't want to run into it. I don't want to run out of it. And I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it. Yeah, well, you know. Poem number 1583, congratulations. I feel weird when I do a post on Facebook announcing a new book and people congratulate me. I make my books myself. The only outside editing comes from people who see the posts of my daily poems and notice errors in them. I don't even choose which poems to put in the book. Every poem I wrote last month went into last month's book. And similarly, whatever poems I write this month, including this one, will go into this month's book. So it takes some time. There's no so there. It takes some time and it takes some work, but what the fuck else do I have to do? If people want to congratulate me for having the wherewithal to show up and put a book together, okay, but I think they think that some outside publisher has deemed my books worthy of publication. Perhaps an outside publisher would deem at least some of my poems worthy of a book. But one thing I am too lazy to do is go through all these motherfuckers and select the ones I think are best. So, okay, congratulate me for putting out another book if you want to. Maybe when I do the post for this month's book on Halloween or the day after, I will make clear that the book is self-published. I wonder whether I will get fewer congratulations. And the last poem of the day, poem number 1554, Antibodies, or That Old Joke. Walgreens wrote to me yesterday to remind me about my appointment today. I'm going to get 4 shots, and maybe they will knock me out. I don't even know what RSV is, but I don't want it, so throw it in along with the COVID and the flu and the pneumonia. Soon my body will be full of antibodies. Sometimes I am anti my body, although lately I've been pretty much okay with it. I hope I will be able to write poems tomorrow. Me. Doctor, will I be able to write poetry tomorrow? Doctor, of course. Me, that's great. I never could write poetry before. But bum. All right, thank you. I appreciate you. Really, I do. Thank you. I messed up the poems a lot today, but anyway, I do appreciate you.